Oh, it's not working. I was trying to have my head in my hands. It's not working. Why isn't it working?
Oh, no.
Oh, there we go. Oh.
Well, welcome to news.
Welcome everyone to Kanpai News. It is news time. This is Kanpai News for the week commencing 24th September 2023. Xeno has reverted to just ahead. He's we'd love to have the rest of him here, but he's off. He's off. The rest of his body is off in an isekai world as a toaster.
Well, you've ruined this joke because you were gonna say like, so how are you guys doing? I was gonna be a little short on anime knowledge and
trying to get ahead.
It.
You're trying to get ahead.
Just try to.
I don't know, Xeno. You should really keep your chin up about this.
Anyway.
How are you guys doing this week? Hopefully pretty good. Hopefully ready for
You've already ruined the joke. Don't rub it in.
You don't.
Okay.
Right.
We're doing well, Nasuth, but we are a little short on news.
Fucking. Right, let's just fucking start this goddamn.
Let's put a cap on this and.
I'm not here for your pain. I'm not here for your entertainment.
Right.
Let's do it.
Yes, you are.
So,
this is literally what you're here for. You're literally here for our entertainment.
Do it.
SAG-AFTRA, the Screen Actors Guild, American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, has voted overwhelmingly with 98.32% in favor of a strike authorization against 10 video game companies. The mandate empowers the union's national board to declare a strike if negotiations over the interactive media agreement, the union's video game contract, fail to address their demands for better working conditions, an 11% rate increase for video game performers, and protections against the impact of artificial intelligence in their work. Negotiations are set to resume. I don't know if they actually have as of recording or airing, for that matter. But the 10 companies are Activision, Blind Light, Disney Character Voices, Electronic Arts, Epic, Formosa Interactive, Insomniac, Take-Two, VoiceWorks, and WB. Despite
Warner Brothers.
Yeah, Warner Brothers, yeah. Despite 5 rounds of bargaining, the union's demands have not been met. Should these talks prove fruitless, the SAG-AFTRA board retains the authority to call for a strike. Wait, that's just repetitive. I thought I fixed this. Anyway, the vote comes in the wake of a strike by the Writers Guild of America, initiated on May 2nd, addressing issues like pay, working conditions, and the use of AI in the industry. The WGA recently reached a tentative agreement with the Alliance of Motion Pictures and Television Producers, reflecting an industry-wide concerns about fair treatment and compensation for AI work. But to be clear, the WGA one was in tandem but separate. So the SAG-AFTRA strike against everyone is still going, not just the video game industry.
There is only one word that describes this decision. Good.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I know that off the back of this, there was the request for content creators and influencers and things like this do not produce any content that are made by these studios, and in all honesty, I don't think that's a fair ask, right? Where you have like the studios that are being fought against, like Activision, Bright Light, Disney, so on and so forth. These are people that are actually genuinely employed that are looking for better working conditions. The request for these people, the content creators and influencers, you're asking freelancers not to work. Yeah. That's a hell of a big ask. When a lot of these people, can't afford to make these decisions.
Especially when the content that they're making could be based on how terrible the working conditions are, and the call for the strikes and so on. It could be content based on that side of things, supporting the SAG-AFTRA strikes.
Well, I just feel like, you're asking people to, sacrifice a sizable, sustainable part of their income for your benefit. This isn't going to benefit the influencers or content creators in any way, shape, or form. If anything, this is going to harm them to a point where, well, why didn't you do any streams of Spider-Man 2? Why didn't you give us a playthrough of whatever detritus that Blizzard are producing these days?
I tell you what it's more like. It's more like if there's a bus strike in a city, and asking the
passengers,
the independent taxi driver to also strike.
Yes.
Yes.
So
my job is not actually related to. Yes. Yeah.
But they're also the only other people that could get paid during this situation, and they're not related to the bus company in the slightest.
Yeah.
Right. Next story.
So next, the classic 1998 live-action GTO, or Great Teacher Onizuka series, is set to return with a new TV special, GTO Revival, in spring 2024, which is starring Takashi Sorimachi as Onizuka once again, after 26 years. However, the announcement stirred controversy when GTO author Tohru Fujisawa expressed frustration over the handling of the current GTO manga, Paradise Lost, which is by publisher Kodansha. The manga went on hiatus in early summer 2023, leaving fans in suspense, while the live-action revival takes precedence, leading Fujisawa to question the publisher's priorities. In a Twitter post, Fujisawa vented his concerns, stating, "I'm glad that GTO is getting a revival, but GTO's final arc, Paradise Lost, published in Kodansha Weekly Young magazine, is currently on hiatus. Even though that's the case, the live-action TV show is being put out before the manga. What is this company doing? I wonder if some other publisher could just take over the copyright."
That's kind of interesting. Like the creator and the. But I mean, this has been the industry case for forever. It's very rare that the actual creator has any creative control over adaptations.
Yes, but it's rare that the adaptation takes priority over putting out the original source material.
That's also true.
I disagree with that. Full Metal Alchemist.
No, I get that.
Fair enough.
There's a few. No, but the serialization very rarely stops on the original source material. Just because
this is on hiatus.
Adaptation is coming out. Yes. That's what I mean. It's on hiatus, and yet the adaptation is still being put through above it.
I guess the question... Oh, wait, did it not get the full quote? Hang on. Yeah, for some reason it didn't get the full quote. That's my fault. Currently on hiatus after being booted from the magazine midway through its serialization.
There we go. That's what the important part is. So the publisher has actually taken it out of their magazine to put it on hiatus, and yet is still pushing through the adaptation.
Wow. Okay. So, that
does make a difference.
Wow.
I thought this was different. It's weirder. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, that's... Shall we move on?
Yeah. Right. Starting early 2024, Amazon Prime Video streaming service will include ads for its US subscribers. An ad-free subscription tier will be available for an extra $3 per month on top of the base subscription fee. The expansion for ads on Prime Video will also include the United Kingdom. The expansion of ads on Prime Video will also include the United Kingdom, Germany, and Canada in early 2024, followed by France, Italy, Spain, Mexico, and Australia later the same year. Amazon aims to offer fewer ads compared to traditional TV and other streaming providers, while using the ad revenue to invest further in content. This move comes after Amazon increased the subscription price for its Amazon Prime service in February 2022, with plans to expand its original content offerings on Prime Video.
Yeah, they said they plan to triple the amount of original content. I don't know if that's true. It doesn't feel... If it is, it's not anything you've heard about. Yeah. If they have actually tripled it, it's probably not anything you care to watch.
I mean, no, but that's original content as well.
Yes, original content.
Right?
Specifically original content. Yes. Oh, anyway. It's all...
Streaming services are becoming an absolute fucking joke.
It's all going to shit. Anyway. Just wanted to make sure everyone's aware of that, so if you have your favorite anime on there. Right, in a recent interview, Square Enix creative director Tetsuya Nomura confirmed that the late Keiji Fujiwara will continue to voice the character of Reno in the upcoming Final Fantasy VII Rebirth game. Fujiwara, who passed away in April 2020 at the age of 55, was renowned for his roles in various Square Enix games, including Axel in Kingdom Hearts and Arden in Final Fantasy XV, as well as AC/DC in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. When asked about the decision, Nomura explained, Reno will still be voiced by Keiji Fujiwara. We learned of his death shortly before recording began for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and we couldn't immediately bring ourselves to find a replacement. So I made a request to the Scenarios team that we use past recordings of Fujiwara so he could take on the role of Reno again, and they adjusted for me. I want to apologize to all the fans, however, especially the overseas fans, as this means Reno has a smaller appearance in the game. For the next game, there will be a new cast for Reno, and Reno will play a bigger role. So I'm kind of glad they're not just going the AI voice route. They're actually trying to use clips that they already have, and fit the role to that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, what would the story have been, and would it have been better to use AI voices?
I'm not sure. Reno is not a huge part in the story in this part of Final Fantasy VII in the original.
Sure, but
so
but
in
Rebirth, like how much does Rebirth cover?
Yeah, I don't know.
We don't know yet. So it could be that he is not a large part in the first place, and so they've maybe just whittled down a small part into a smaller part.
It's entirely possible.
But again, there was a huge. There was a huge shift up with FF7 Remake, and I'm pretty sure he has more of a presence in that compared to the original. So
more of a presence, but it's still not very large.
I suppose.
I've played that several times, and he's there, but it's not. It's like 3 times that he's actually on screen properly.
Right.
So I put this one in there just because of how ridiculous it sounds.
Alrighty. So the upcoming original anime film Bloody Escape Jugoku no Kosugeki is set to premiere in Japan in January 2024. The film, directed and written by Goro Taniguchi, who does Code Geass and One Piece film Red, features a storyline of androids versus vampires versus Yakuza, with the android Kisaragi at the center, pursued by immortal vampires seeking to control a divided Tokyo, while the Yakuza seek vengeance for their slain boss. Yusuke Kozaki, from No More Heroes, is responsible for the character design, and the film is produced by Slow Curve and distributed by Gaga, G-A-G-A.
Yeah, it's Gaga, Studio Gaga.
And this does sound pretty nuts.
And the fact that you've got the No More Heroes character designer working on this, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, because everyone who's ever played No More Heroes knows exactly how weird those guys can get.
Yep. Anyway, nice, short, sweet.
Moving on. All right, the new television anime installment in the Kinnikuman franchise. Kinnikuman franchise.
Sorry, that's my bad.
Titled Kinnikuman Perfect Origin Arc, was officially announced with a premiere date set for 2024. This anime commemorates the 40th anniversary of the original series that premiered in April 1983. The series, all about wrestling, will be directed by Akira Sato.
Release the Spice? I've never heard of it, but
at Project IG, with series composition by Makoto Fukami, Psychopaths, 2016 Berserk, and character design by Hirotaka Marufuji.
Nicely done.
Lupin the Third Part 6. Kinnikuman gained popularity in North America when toy figures were imported under the name Muscle. in the 1980s, as well as the manga imported by Viz Media under the title Ultimate Muscle, the Kinnikuman Legacy. This new what?
I was just going to say, Xeno keeps pronouncing it Kinnikuman, which is probably due to his Kamen Rider fandom. Kinniku, as in Niku being the symbol on his forehead, Kinniku being muscle. So Kinnikuman is muscle man, basically.
Yeah, that's Niku, which is meat. Niku is meat. I know that.
Okay. This new anime installment promises to delve deeper into the Kinnikuman lore. Yeah.
I am so worried that I'm so worried that there actually is Kinnikuman lore to explore. Having seen the series, or some of the series, and some of the things that happen in that show, there is a man that's basically a fish tank, and his organs look invisible because they're just completely transparent in the water, and he can't wrestle him properly because he can't find out where to target the attacks because the organs keep moving around. It's weird.
I mostly put it in here because it's Production IG, and it sounds ridiculous, and I want to see what Production IG would do with something ridiculous. So yeah, what has been his face?
Yeah,
that's actually his lips.
I know it is. I know. All right. Netflix has confirmed production of a third live-action season for Haru Aso's Alice in Borderland manga.
Wait, what?
I know. The series will continue with its lead cast members, Kento Yamazaki and Tao Tsuchiya, as well as director Shinsuke Sato. The announcement and artwork showcases a Joker playing card, with Sato hinting that a new journey, one that is absolutely no one knows, begins, including a new mysterious antagonist. So I guess they're diverting from the manga, maybe? Because if no one knows it, it's...
filler arc.
Could be. I know, Zeno. How are they going to squeeze a third season out of this? I don't know.
Yeah. I think Xeno's a bit weirded out that they've actually managed to get to 3.
I mean, like,
season 2 was weaker for sure.
No, 2 was pretty fucking definitive.
It was also weaker compared to season 1, if you ask me. But fucking read the back. Fucking read the manga. Anyway.
All right, another bit of a Netflix thing. Netflix has provided a glimpse of the upcoming anime series Scott Pilgrim Takes Off, based on Brian Lee O'Malley's beloved graphic novel series. During the recent Drop 01 event, the anime produced by Netflix, Universal Studio Group's Universal Content Productions, or UCP, and Science Saru, is scheduled to premiere on November 17th. Importantly, the original cast from the 2010 live-action film adaptation, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, will reprise their roles in the anime adaptation. Brian Lee O'Malley plays a central role in the project, serving as the writer and executive producer, alongside co-executive producer Ben David Grabinski. They jointly helm the series. Science Saru, known for its work on anime like Devilman Crybaby and Keep Your Hands Off of Eizouken, will oversee the animation under the direction of Abel Gongora, with Yun Choi, Yun Choi, the CEO of Science Saru, as the producer. Notably, Edgar Wright, the director of the 2010 live-action adaptation, joins the project as an executive producer alongside the other accomplished figures, ensuring a fusion of creative talents.
I see, I don't know how to feel about this, because, I read the original graphic novels, right? And the movie that was produced was pretty damn close to the manga. Like it does deviate quite heavily after the 4th Evil X.
Yes.
But watching this, it was like, this seems really different from the offset.
But it is all still the original people, which is interesting.
I mean, fucking Michelle Serra doesn't sound like Michelle Serra in the slightest.
that's him in a voice booth rather than on set.
Well, I think it's a case of it's him many years later.
I'm also not
trying to do the same squeaky voice.
I mean, I love Science Saru. I'm not so sure about this art style for the characters.
But the thing is, this is what the manga looked like. The graphic novels look like.
Okay.
This is exactly what the graphic.
Oh, well, there you go then.
So true to the original, right? It's odd that they've given the rough edges and things like that, but that's besides the point. But the original was what's the address for Amazon.ca? It's Amazon.ca. That was how it was in the manga, but they've changed it to Netflix now. And it's just
I think that's a specific thing they couldn't do Amazon.
And it is going to be on Netflix, so
I feel like they
I like the fact they changed it to she delivers DVDs for Netflix, because that is something Netflix used to do and now don't. So it makes it that dated reference, which is quite good. But
again, the whole point was that
the Amazon thing.
He was buying a random music album and things. And again, the whole idea is that because he is massively into music production, he plays in a band and stuff like that. And he tries to take her out to different gigs and stuff. And it feels very
so now they're going
odd
to do movies instead. Yeah.
Well, they didn't have to do movies, but I like the fact they did tie that into one of the Evil X's. They got the particular actor that is one of the Evil X's.
I'm very intrigued to see how this goes. But again, Brian Lee O'Malley has also said that he wants to change the end. And whether or not he's going to do that for this, I don't fucking know.
Well, if you recall, the end of the movie was also changed.
Yeah, it was leagues better than the fucking end of the manga. Sorry, the graphic novels.
They rewrote the end of the movie specifically because of the feedback on the end of the graphic novels. So I am very interested to see how they're going to change it.
But he wants to change it again. So
yes, I'm very interested to see where he can take it now.
You know how these creative types go. They can never leave well enough alone.
Yes, but look at that face. Right. That's an adorable face.
It's very right. Let's move on.
Right, let's move on. Okay, so Bushiroad Games upcoming release, Goblin Slayer: Another Adventure, Nightmare Feast, based on Kumo Kagu's dark fantasy novel series, is scheduled to launch on February 29th for Nintendo Switch and PC via Steam. Pre-orders for the game start on October 12th, with the developers recently sharing a third system introduction video alongside earlier videos, plural, earlier in the month. An English version of the game was also confirmed. Holy shit balls, is this what it looks like?
This is what it looks like.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It looks like that.
I'm here for this. I am so here for this.
It's like a tactics game.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But is it... Oh god, Goblin Slayer better be fucking proper. Yeah, I'm down. Clown.
This is the secret technique. When you develop your character, you can use secret techniques and high level spell. Well, obviously. So yeah, that's what that is. Yep, I'm 100% here for it. We've got another Netflix show announcement, which is also at the Drop One event. An official announcement trailer was revealed for the animated series based on Capcom's Devil May Cry game franchise. The show, produced by Adi Shankar, known for Castlevania, and Alex Larson from Yasuke. I've never heard of Yasuke. Already had its first season script completed as of November 2021, with plans for multiple seasons in the future. The inaugural season will comprise 8 episodes, which is a bit of a short run, but I mean that's just how it is these days. And will prominently feature well-known characters from the game series, such as Dante, Virgil, and Lady. Despite the buzz surrounding its production, there's no official release date set for the show as of yet. This isn't the first time the Devil May Cry franchise has made its way into the realm of animation. Madhouse produced a 12-episode television series based on the game in 2007, which later found its way to home video courtesy of ADV and Funimation. And eventually, Crunchyroll began streaming the anime in June 2017. So obviously we still can't play the full video, but
No.
It really is. Wow, it really is just a teaser. Holy shit!
Yeah,
it's just Dante's face. Wow.
And an acrobatic move. There is one thing to say about it though. Jackpot.
What does that mean?
It's a catchphrase that Dante uses in the Devil May Cry games.
I see.
And his brother Virgil actually tells him not to say it whenever it comes up. Okay.
Shall we go to our last story?
Yeah.
Yes. In August, the government of Japan's Aichi Prefecture introduced a Ghibli-themed matchmaking event targeting singles residing, studying, or working in the region, offering a unique opportunity for face-to-face interaction in the wake of declining private company-organized events due to the ongoing pandemic. Given Aichi's status as the home of Ghibli Park, the choice of theme and location seemed fitting. Participants, numbering 400, will be divided into groups of 6, each comprising 3 men and 3 women. Their mission is to embark on a scavenger hunt throughout the Aichi Expo Memorial Park, which houses Ghibli Park, in search of specific Studio Ghibli-related public artworks. During the application window, which extended from August 1st to September 18th this year, 1,175 men and 1,074 women aged 20 to 39.
Well,
that's 400 divided by 6 is not an even number.
No, it's not.
Congratulations.
So, submitting an application for the 400 available spots, surpassing expectations by over 5 times. Responding to this overwhelming interest, the government representative responsible for the event stated, "We were surprised. Perhaps it was the unusual nature of the event, that it was in such a large scale with 400 people expected, that drew interest. Or perhaps there were simply many people looking for a place to meet other people." Following the participant selection process, those accepted are set to convene for the matchmaking event on October 7th.
There you go.
There?
And yeah, this whole thing about the Japanese and their matchmaking parties.
Yeah. They're doing everything they can to try and get rid of that declining birth rate.
Thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was there something about a corporate side to things?
Yeah. So
many of the things with companies, as you've seen some of the work culture where they go out drinking together frequently. Well, that also results in that there are corporates or within company events where they send some of the teams out with groups of 3 men, 3 women for matchmaking dinner, which is at least a social gathering between 6 of their singles, hoping to match them up, because nothing says a stronger company than having the co-workers get together. Apparently,
I don't know. I have a saying, which is a little crude, but you don't shit where you eat.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sorry. The only way I would work with someone from the company the only way I would date someone from the same company is literally our paths do not cross. Right? That's asking. Whoa.
But in Japan, that culture is so different. Like they that traditional work ethic that they've got, where they work themselves half to death and have no free time outside of that. So they need things like this.
Of course,
I appreciate
is getting the ladies into a happy marriage means that they retire and go become a housewife, and they can bring in new ladies for their role, so that they can keep a fresh set of faces around. But also, so that the man that's now still at work will work even harder to keep his family going.
That's true. That is true.
I get where you're coming from, but
no, I get where you're coming from too. Yeah,
very one-sided, but
yeah, I just I wouldn't like to think of even when I was working for a company of thousands of people,
here's the thing: would you date somebody from work, or would date with the intent of marriage somebody from work, if you knew that person was then going to quit work and become a housewife for you, or and you wouldn't have to cross paths at work?
What if they were in a wildly different department from you? Like, let's say you're in, they're in the other side of the building all day. Oh, did he? All right.
He's already said that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If they passed across at all, then that's the possibility.
That's fine.
But
okay.
if they started at work, but were then going to become a housewife after marriage, and that was the intent.
If that was the explained intent, sure. Or alternatively, right, it goes the other way around. I would be the house husband, right? Like,
exactly.
I would be fine with that, right? I'd be fine with maintaining the house.
Yes.
I'd be shit at it, but
and like that's the thing. I was going to say, if I had that opportunity, I would literally become Yukichi from the Household Cats. Okay, because I can cook, I can clean, I can organize a mess of a woman's life so that she actually appreciates me. Applications are out there, ladies.
Right, are we done?
I believe we're done. I believe that is it for the news. Make sure you stay tuned later this week for Kanpai Cast, where Xeno and I yell at each other a lot, and but mostly we're reviewing. Xeno, when did you put that cat on your head? Has that been there the whole time?
Yes, it has.
Yes, it has. Have you not noticed it?
I'm so blind. Anyway, that's it for the news this week.
That does explain some of your reviews.
Shut up. See you all next week, and make sure you go get some news in your life. News, everyone.
News.